Alright, hello everybody, it's been a while since I made a Yu-Gi-Oh video, so I figured right now, I actually got linked to this by my friend Neko. This is more leaks and spoilers for CROS. So I'm really interested to see what's actually in this. Okay, so so we have Anti-Kashin Berlins, otherwise known as Berlins, the Firestorm Vessel. Level 3 Pyro effect monster. 800 attack at 1000 defense. You can only use each effect of Berlin's the Firestorm Vessel once per turn. You can discard a card, special summon this card from your hand. During this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can reveal your opponent's hand and banish one card until the end of their turn. So you basically just look at their hand and remove it, and then it just goes back to your hand apparently. I don't exactly know how that works. Obviously the guy right here has well, whoever posted this has screwed up the text, but decent effect, definitely great for monarchs because the whole you can't summon from your extra deck thing. It's just basically going to be one of those good for monarchs, easy tribute summon cards. So I can see that that'll be used for the Stallos. Then you have Frozen Void. You can only use one effect of Frozen Void. Oh, it says you can only use the one effect of Frozen Void once per turn. I feel like that's going to get changed. So you can discard one card and add one Void spell or trap card except Null and Void. Null and Void is like their main card. Why would you not be able to search that? I feel like that's going to get changed. You cannot special summon monsters this turn except Infernoid monsters, and that's whatever. When an Infernoid monster you control battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, send this card to the graveyard, banish both battling monsters. That's not really that great of an effect. The searching effect is what would be more prominent with this card, but you can't search Null and Void. Null and Void is like their main thing that saves them. I don't see why you would not be able to search that. Jar of Avarice. Rumored effect. Okay, so this isn't the actual legitimate effect, but this is just like a guess, I think. You can activate only one Jar of Avarice. Target 5 cards in your graveyard except Jar of Avarice. Shuffle those targets into the deck and draw one card. That would be amazing! I mean, Pie of Avarice, target 5 monsters, put it back in your deck, and draw 2 cards was great. But this just target any 5 cards in your graveyard? That would be too good. I mean, sure, you only get the +1, but damn, that would be so good. I am looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to that. Jatai Kashin Rakushu, otherwise known as Lucius the Wicked Vessel. You can banish a level 5 or higher monster from your graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. This turn you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. If this card is tributed for a tribute summon, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards in response to this effect's activation. That's pretty good. Because if you use that to tribute for a monarch, they can't do anything in response to... They can't respond to the summon of the monarch. Because that effect will go off Chain Link 2. And your monarch would be Chain Link 1. That is absolutely freaking hilarious. I love that. I mean, sure, we can't see the actual image. I don't know which one of these would be. I think it might be that one. Maybe that one. Or maybe that one or that one. I don't even know. That's an Infernoid card. You can tell by the art that that's an Infernoid card. That's probably the Void card right there. Either that is. Entermate Gunbetter. Performance Pal Bow Hopper. So that's the Performer Pal card. You can tell it's because it's like a bow and a grasshopper. You can only use each effect of Performer Pal Blow Hopper once per turn. You contribute one Performer Pal monster you control, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each level that tributed monster had. You can tribute one Performer Pal monster you control, then target one Performer Pal monster in your graveyard other than that tributed monster and add it to your hand. So, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I mean, recyclability, just recycle stuff and search stuff. I mean, you could just summon it and tribute itself for that effect to recycle back. That's not bad. It's an earth insect, so I don't really know what else could be able to bring that out easy. I don't know, but I know that Performer Pal can summon it back anyway, but I don't know if there's like any way to bring it out of the deck just to make it faster if you want to go through that and go for easy recycle, or I don't know. I don't know why that is there, because the next card is the Rock Vassal. You target a face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, change that target to face-down defense position when it's tributed. So apparently the guy didn't post in that effect, but check below for full effect of Fire King Island. So it looks like there are some things that they are definitely missing. Fiend Dog Octorus. The effect of Fiend Dog Octorus can only be activated once per turn. If it's when this card is sent to the graveyard, or if add one level 8 Fiend type monster from your deck to your hand. That, I could see that being a thing. I could see that being played. Because people would just like go Grapha. That would actually be not bad. And if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, Dark World players are just gonna love this card. Performer Pal Spring Goose. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one Magician or Performer Pal card in your Pendulum Zone, return them to the hand. Huh. I see. That's not too bad. Performer Pal Hammer Mammoth? He's got little tiny little tusks. That's so cute. Level 6, 2600 attack. That's a pretty good monster. If you control two or more Performer Pal cards, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Oh my god, all I have to do is just place 2 of your Performer Pal monsters in your Pendulum Zone, and there you go. That is so good. This card cannot attack if you do not control a Performer Pal card. You're going to control them anyway. During attack declaration when this card attacks, you can turn all spell or trap cards or put controls to the hand. Oh my god, that is good. That is really good. I can see this being like a 3 of, or at least a 2 of, because that is really good. Kodama, one of its effect is OP. Attribute this card to add 3 Yosen counters to Yosen Training Ground. Oh, it's a Yosenju card. Okay. Attribute it to add 3 Yosenju counters to Training Ground. You can banish this card from the graveyard to normal summon a Yosenju. Once more this turn. It's basically banish it from the grave to get an extra normal summon. That's not bad at all. Fang Illusion of the Yangzing, level 9 Worm Synchro Monster. If this card is Synchro Summon, the opponent cannot activate the effects of a monster whose attribute is the same as the original attributes of a Yangzing monster used as the Synchro material for this card. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. When this synchro summoned card is disturbed by battle or by a card effect, you can add 1 tuner monster from your deck to your hand. When a monster your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon a worm type monster with the same attribute as that monster from the deck in face-up defense position. That is really not bad. The only problem is the fact that it's level 9. With my build that I play, I don't exactly make level 9s. I just go up to 8 and that's it. I could make 9. I just, don't feel like it's necessary to go for that. I mean, you just go Beyond, and, with the way that I play the deck, that's kind of difficult. Griffin is a 2000 attack. Its third attack mentions it doesn't like the Harpies and is prone to fighting them over territory. I think that's what that thing is, that bird thing. Yeah, no, that's what that is. That's the Griffin. Okay. El Shadal and a Malith. Shadals don't really need anything else. Oh, a water one? Seriously? Where are you going to get a freaking water monster except core? Neither player gets special monsters from the hand or graveyard by the effects of spell or trap cards. Okay. Not many people do that stuff anyway. I mean, yeah, this is like the counter to... Like, this is the counter to the whole Satellar Knight craze, where everyone's like, oh, must run 3 Oasis and 3 Call the Haunted. That's their way of getting over that. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a shadow, spell, or trap card, and enter graveyard, add it to your hand. Not bad. 2700 attack, level 9. Not bad. the fuck? Magma Dragon? It's a worm? You can only use this effect Magma Dragon's turn during the turn you activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters except worm-type monsters. When this card is special summoned, you can target one worm monster in your graveyard except Magma Dragon and special summon it in face of defense position, but its effects are negated. To add some more support to actual worm decks, but it wouldn't exactly work very well in Yang Zing, which is all worms. What the hell? Rumored pendulum effect of lizard draw? Oh, that's a Performapal card? Oh, that's not what that is. Huh. Oh, that's Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. 2 or more Cyber Dragons. A fusion summoned this card can only be conducted with a fusion material. When this card is seasoned, summon target a number of spell or trap cards in the field and destroy them. Well, yep, Cyber Dragon wins. Cyber Dragon's now just too good. That'll make them really good. Extend up to light machine type monsters from your deck to the graveyard. In addition to this card's normal attack, it can attack once more for each monster sent to the graveyard by this effect during each battle phase this turn. Wow, that's pretty good. Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince. Oh, this is a new Atlantean card. You can only use this effect. You can send one Atlantean monster from deck to the graveyard to add one Atlantean card from deck to your hand. So that is an instant. This might. Well, people will probably be playing this in Mermail. So this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect. Target one Atlantean monster in your graveyard and special summon it. That's not bad at all. You could actually make Atlantean, well, like an actual Atlantean deck work proper. Like you can actually make a proper like Atlantean deck with that. Make that work. KFC Island. Oh, Fire King Island. You can use either the 1 or 2 effect Fire King each turn, and only once that turn. So you can use each effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster you control in your hand, and if you do, add one Fire King monster to protect your hand. That's pretty good. If you control no monsters, you can switch one a Fire Winged Beast type monster from your hand. So that Spirit King deck that people have been playing, this card will help them. If this face card is in your field zone, it's sent to the graveyard, or banished, destroy all monsters you control. Okay, that's not too bad. So this can be used to your advantage, and it can also be used to your disadvantage, and your opponent can actually abuse the disadvantages part. Like, you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to destroy, my Gigabyte in hand, search out a Fire King monster, then Gigabyte someone like Inari Fire or something like that. And then, like, if you have that trap card unpossessed, you can just go and summon the spellcaster. So that's pretty good. I'm actually liking this card. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually liking that. I'm liking this, and I'm really liking this. And I really want to see what these Firestorm Vassal, what these Vassal cards do. Like, I want them to come out so I can actually play around with them and make like a tribute summon deck off of that. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked the video and enjoyed. It's actually nice to see a lot of new cards coming out. The Jar of Avarice, I'm going to love it if that is actually the actual effect of the Jar of Avarice. But anyways, guys, I will see you later, and peace out.